The press service of the President of the Russian Federation said that Ukrainian drones attacked the Kremlin last night. Russian authorities have introduced a complete ban on the flights of any drones over the city. Putin's press service is saying, last night, the Kiev regime attempted to strike the Kremlin presidential residence with UAVs. 2 unmanned aerial vehicles were aimed at the Kremlin. As a result of timely actions taken by the military and special services using electronic warfare systems, the vehicles were put out of action. There were no victims and material damage as a result of their fall and scattering of fragments. And this is a video of the alleged drone attack against the Kremlin. I have some serious question marks. Is it really realistic, if the drone was from far away, that no air defense could have intervened until right above the Kremlin itself? Anyway, the mayor of Moscow said that from today, a ban on the launch of unmanned aerial vehicles is being introduced in the capital, with the exception of UAVs used by decisions of state authorities. The Red Square in Moscow has been closed off, but the downtown remains open to the public. Residents noticed special services employees with anti-drone guns on the roofs of administrative buildings. Information appeared that the drone on the Kremlin was launched by Russian partisans from Moscow region. Questions arise. How was a drone able to get through all the air defense placed in Moscow? Oh, and how are head of Russian air defense, Shoigu and Gerasimov, feeling today? Will Russia cancel the parade on the 9th of May? Or will they wait for a drone during it? And the Zelensky presidential advisor Mikhailo Podolak wrote on Twitter, as for the drones over the Kremlin, it's all predictable. Russia is clearly preparing a large-scale terrorist attack. That's why it first detains a large, allegedly subversive group in Crimea, and then it demonstrates drones over the Kremlin. First of all, Ukraine wages an exclusively defensive war and does not attack targets on the territory of the Russian Federation. What for? This does not solve any military issue, but it gives RF grounds to justify its attacks on civilians. Secondly, we are watching with interest the growing number of mishaps and incidents that are taking place in different parts of Russian Federation. The emergence of unidentified unmanned aerial vehicles at energy facilities or on Kremlin's territory can only indicate the guerrilla activities of local resistance forces. As you know, drones can be bought at any military store. The loss of power control over the country by Putin's clan is obvious. But on the other hand, Russia has repeatedly talked about its total control over the air. In a word, something is happening in RF, but definitely without Ukraine's drones over the Kremlin. And this is very strange. At the same moment as the drone is flying in, someone is climbing onto the dome. From other news, in Taman, an UAV hit an oil depot right near the Crimean Bridge. This is the second oil depot in a short period that is hit. Footage of the drone attack on the oil depot in Taman appeared. One drone looks to be shot down while the other hits the oil tank.
ПВО, первая сбитая, чуть выше сейчас появляется вторая. Второй беспилотник. Вторая летит навстречу, да, ракета. Да, не успевает и попадание в резервуар идет.
And this is a video of a burning Tamaneftegaz terminal in Krasnodar region. It was allegedly attacked by a drone. 5 fire trains are working to extinguish the fire. Weakening the enemy's logistics is an important part of preparations for counteroffensive operations, says military theory. As we can see, the intensity of strikes on oil depots and logistics like railway and depots is increasing. Resource weakening of Russian armed forces is taking place. Russian citizens see Ukrainian drones even in stars and pigeons. Partisans hide in every forest. The Ukrainian counteroffensive kickoff is in full swing, in case you haven't noticed. This is Russian-controlled Moskow, in Donetsk region about 25 kilometers southeast of Donetsk city. Reportedly, an ammunition depot was targeted.
Да уж.
Not a good morning. Gherkin shares a list of unexplained incidents happening across Russia and temporarily occupied territories on the morning of the 3rd of May 2023. And in Moscow, a policeman beats a detained woman who spoke out against the punitive operation in Ukraine. A real Z hero. Patriots can be proud. The Air Force Command of the Ukrainian Armed Forces showed the work of the Iris-T anti-aircraft division, which has already destroyed more than 60 targets since its transfer through Germany.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.